Before we get into this episode of AutoCraft, I'd like to announce that applications for the server are now open, so if you're a big fan, or if you're interested in joining a server like this, head to the pinned comment down below and fill in the application form. Hey guys, Deathdealer here, welcome back to another episode of AutoCraft. Today we've got a lot of stuff planned. We're going to be doing not one, but two big collaborations at some point in the video. Make sure you look at the video chapters for that stuff if you're interested in those collaborations. We're going to be working on a few farms as well, and yeah, this is going to be a really good episode. So to start off, we're going to be working on a gold farm because I don't know if you know this or if you've been a long time viewer, but we have a polo based gold farm over at the red farm, and it's really not good. It works, but we can do better. So what we're going to do is we have a bunch of shulker boxes here, a bunch of magma blocks. I've been AFKing over at my magma cube farm for quite some time, along with a shulker box full of some other materials. I have some diamond blocks in my inventory. If you watch the collaboration later on in the episode, you'll know about those. Yeah, we're going to be working on a turtle egg based gold farm. So what this is going to entail is the zombie pigmen are going to be attracted to all these eggs, they'll fall down into a kill chamber, and they'll die. It's fairly simple really. Let's go and find an optimal location in the nether and we can start construction. So for this farm we need a nether waste biome. You can tell if it's a nether waste by the colour of the sky, the colour will be red, or by looking in your F3 menu, biome, nether waste. Obviously if you're in Pocket Edition you would just need to look for the colour of the sky in the nether, I'm afraid. Or if there's a bunch of netherrack, because you can't get above the bedrock ceiling, that is. So what I've done is, let's get rid of that menu. I've brought all of our materials over. We're storing it in a chest because if I place down shulkers, mobs will be able to spawn on them, which we really don't want. Now this nether waste in particular is in between our nether hub and our nether farming area where we have the Wither Skeleton farm, the Blaze farm and all the other farms. Now if we press B, we can see the bounding box or the outline of the biome. And as you can see, this nether waste is quite small. I believe we have a warped forest there, and then the Silsand Valley starts there and extends all the way to the farming area. So yeah, we have a small space for this project, but this should be more than enough. So what I'm going to do is, rather than doing this in the form of progress updates, because that is super boring, what we're going to do is we're going to do this in the form of a third person time lapse. Let's hit it. And there we have it folks, the gold farm is finished. Well, when I say finished, it's finished for the moment. Now what we've done is we've got an AFK platform all the way up at build limit, so by 255, because this farm can actually be expanded for quite a ways. So we've only built it at half its capacity. We can't double its size, but I really didn't want to sit and do all that stuff because it's already taking several hours just to get to this stage, because yeah, building this thing is quite annoying. So yeah, we have all these spawn platforms in place. I decided not to record the actual storage system itself because it's fairly simple. We've got a couple minecart unloaders there, along with 2 item filters with some main storage. In terms of storage for this thing, this is what we're going for. So we're going with 5x4 double chests for gold nuggets, and then 2x4 for rotten flesh. Now I don't really have a need for rotten flesh, so I will be emptying this system manually frequently after every single AFK session. This system itself here, the gold storage, I don't know how fast we'll fill this up exactly. So what we're going to do is right now we're going to go for a 1 hour AFK session. Whilst I'm AFK, you guys are going to be watching a collaboration I did with Splashes. the other day there, where we finally got around to working on our sugarcane farm. After we, build that with splashes, we'll come back and we'll see how much gold this thing has produced.
So that we are over here in the industrial area, and we are standing in this very specific corner for a very silly reason.
Yeah, it's totally not because if I look behind me, my recording will go to 5 FPS. That's totally not the reason.
Well, unfortunately, or fortunately, you can't look, but I can gesture. Behind you, we have all of the supplies we need for our sugarcane farm, so, I mean, we've come up with a cool design. I think it should be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, it should be. I'm going to have to take your word on it for the supplies.
Let's jump into high pursuit build mode.
Let's hit it.
And end of high pursuit build mode. So, Death, this sugarcane farm, that was really something. That was like 4 hours of constant work.
Yeah, 4 hours, especially when a certain machine decides to continuously fly off in the distance.
Yeah, that's true, because someone, I'm not saying who, someone forgot to put obsidian to stop the flying machines.
Yeah.
Yep. But this machine should be working. This machine should produce, well, it can produce up to 72,000 sugarcane per hour, and the limiting factor is actually the storage system up there. That's basically how we've limited this thing, so we can harvest this twice an hour, and we will get so much sugarcane. This first run will be a bit smaller, but normally we can get, what was it? 32 stacks of sugarcane from each harvest? No, it's 64 now because we made it twice as wide.
Yes,
64 stacks
64.
of sugarcane from each harvest. Which is good because this is all of the rockets I have left.
It's not much.
It's not much. Well, do you want to do the honors then, Death?
Yeah, sure, considering I pressed the button last time when we lost control of the flying machines. Okay, and 3,
Oh, so
2.
it's your fault then.
Sure, let's just go with that. And 3, 2, 1, press.
It's really interesting though how it's all like nicely evenly distributed across here. It's not perfect, but it's pretty decent actually.
Oh, alright, yeah, you're right.
And then it trails off a bit towards the end, but that's really, really nice.
That's awesome. Oh well, at least you're going to be able to fill up your rocket box again.
Yeah, finally. Actually, you know what? Let me do that now. I might just do that now.
Yeah, I'll be doing later on. I don't want to take all our supplies at this current point in time. Alright, so it's been an hour and I hope you enjoyed us working on that sugarcane farm. Up until now we've been, farming sugarcane manually, which is kind of annoying considering we have. But in that hour, if I can actually, look at this, let's see. Oh, that is very disappointing. I think I might know what the problem is. So as you can see, the hopper minecarts, the 3 hopper minecarts we have for this design aren't enough in terms of item collection, which is interesting to say the least. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to change up this item collection system entirely. So I suppose what I can do is maybe I can raise this up by 1 block. We can then maybe have some hopper minecarts trapped inside the grass blocks, and then we can have these other hopper minecarts running below. Then again, we are still going to have a problem with storage, so yeah, this really isn't good. I'm going to need to come up with a new solution for this thing. Alright, so after several hours of testing, I came up with a brand new sorting system. Well, not a sorting system, collection system, as you can see here, and it is quite a lot larger than the previous one, so let's go and take a closer look. So we have 4 item elevators because we have a lot of items coming through this thing, and through my own testing, let's just say it took 4 of these things just to support all the items we had coming in. Now if I get close to this thing, my frame rate goes really bad. Well, not my frame rate itself, my recordings go really bad, so building a new PC, that's going to help with all that stuff pretty soon. Basically what we have in the middle is we have a bunch of hopper minecarts. We have 24 hopper minecarts times 4, and that is a kill system, so the zombie pigmen fall into that, and they are entity crammed. It does mean there is a lot more lag, so that's why we've got a lot of composters on top of all these hoppers, so that lag is reduced a little bit. But yeah, we are going to have to come up with a new system at some point. I was going to use the item collection system we had at the Wither Skeleton farm. The only problem with that is we didn't have enough space to implement it because of the bedrock, and also there was the issue of, killing these guys. Alternatively, I'd manually kill them, but that would involve sending them into the overworld, bringing them up to the AFK spot, which if other people are online in the server, that would mean that, the farm wouldn't work during those times, and I didn't really want to do that. Alternatively, we could have just raised the whole thing up, but I would need to tear the whole thing down and rebuild it, which really wasn't optimal. So yeah, I'm just going to step away a little bit, and what we're going to do is we're going to look at our drops, because I've actually done an hour again after I put this thing in. I did some testing in Creative first. I tested the storage system stuff, and this seems to be able to handle everything. We got 1, 2 and a bit double chests of golden nuggets. Now I know for a fact this thing can produce more. In my testing I've been getting as much as 1,000 gold blocks per hour. No, it's about 500 gold blocks per hour with this version of the farm. We can make this thing more efficient by using portals to send the pigment to the overworld and killing them there. But as I said, that isn't really an optimal thing for the server. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to craft all these into gold blocks along with the stuff we collected previously, and we're going to head back to the overworld. Alright, so after crafting all those gold nuggets, we ended up with over 2 stacks of blocks plus 19, so that equates to about 20, maybe just over 20 stacks of ingots. So for 2 hours, that's really not bad. Now obviously this farm, there are many improvements we can make, mainly to the storage system itself. I will probably retrofit it off camera at some point to use the overworld as the killing system, because that would simplify a lot of our problems. But yeah, I am happy with this haul. It should keep us going for quite a while. And not only that, we are going to be building another gold farm with the Captains of Industry at some point. I don't know when, whenever we decide to do it. It normally takes a little while for us to do those projects because we like to go big. But yeah, we've got that many gold farms in the server right now that running out of gold isn't really going to be an issue. So you know what? I'm quite happy with this haul. Now, let me take you back to the beginning of the episode. So we got these diamonds. As you can tell, one is named Boss, one is unnamed, or a stack of them are unnamed, and then there's obviously me here. So basically, what we're going to look at next is Sabotage is ending, or for me it's already ended. You're about to see that ending. So what we're going to do is we've got 2 contestants, one is Clumsy, one is the mechanic, and we're going to watch them fight to the death. And we're going to put in some bets on the both of the players as well.
Welcome to the end of Sabotage.
Woo!
Really
Yay!
a
So
lot
excited.
of people here today, so that's
Yay.
good to see. So as you all know, we have two fighters that are going to 1v1 for the Champion of Sabotage title. And are our fighters ready?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Really enthusiastic, guys. Come on here. All right, let's just get into the introduction. So in the left corner, we have the master of the nether, the man who understands cars, and the owner of the black market honey shop, the mechanic.
You also need to resupply your shop. It's out of honey.
And in the right corner, we have the youngest member of the server, the master of concrete, and the survivor of the most traps since Sabotage started. He also paid me to say that he has big muscles. It's Clumsy!
Woo! Clumsy! My fireworks. Ow.
All right, now real quick, just so everyone's on the same page, we need to have a quick rundown of the rules. No cheating. If you cheat, you're disqualified and I will kill you.
No, jeez.
Personally.
Brutal.
So here's the rules as they have been sent to me. No building, no explosives, no fire or lava, no potions, Clumsy.
He gave him to me.
He paid me well.
No
for it.
elytra or flying, no golden apples or golden carrots, no totems of undying. No totems of undying. Flame and fire aspect is allowed. Ender pearls are allowed. Shields are allowed. Swords and axes are allowed. And there's no limits on armor or weapon enchantment.
Well, actually,
Oh,
there
I'm blowing
is.
myself up.
There is a limit. Minecraft actually put a limit on it.
All right, as soon as
Sure they
I
did.
touch the ring, you guys can get to your sides
Is
and
he going-
begin.
Is he going to kamikaze face
That'd be
plant
hilarious.
into the
Please
ring?
do. Please
Here he
kamikaze.
comes.
That would be hilarious.
Begin.
So there we have it, folks. Sabotage has come to an end. I'd like to congratulate Clumsy on his performance. As you could tell by the replay footage of the fight, which was a last minute idea of mine and it turned out very, very well. I was rooting for Clumsy and I made some diamonds off of that. But yeah, it was really fun to get the whole server involved in an event that lasted longer than a day. That this has lasted for several weeks at this point and I'm really happy with it. We are now back to using the standard scoreboard. So I'm now back up to 5 deaths, which includes the death I experienced during Sabotage, which is quite the thing. Also, another announcement, in between episodes we reached 3,500 subscribers. I spoke about this last time, about trying to reach this goal, and we reached it faster than I could ever think. So I'd like to thank you all for subscribing in between last episode and now. I'd also like to take this opportunity to congratulate Rustic on his immense growth recently. In the past 3 weeks, he's went from, well, what is it, like 50 subscribers or 60 subscribers to well over 2,000. That's right, he's went up to 2,000 subs, and he's now up to 1.2 million views on a single video, which is insane. So I'd like to congratulate him on that front. In other news, I am working on getting a new PC set up soon. I've ordered a few parts already. I'll be ordering a few parts later on this month, just so that we can improve videos, because I've noticed it quite a lot recently. My PC is starting to struggle recording Minecraft. You may have noticed it earlier in my audio during the talking about the gold farm, the actual storage, the new storage system we bought for it. The audio was a little bit garbled in places. There was a little bit of static noise in the background. If you had never noticed it, why don't you rewind back and take a look at it. But yeah, I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with the, what do you call it, frame drops I'm getting. So this new PC should help with that. It should be operational around Christmas time, so around the end of the year. I am waiting on getting an RTX 3080 shipped, but that probably won't happen before I build the PC, so I'll build the new thing and then stick my current graphics card in there, so the bad performance will possibly persist until we replace the graphics card. But yeah, that is it for this episode. Next time we're going to be working on a raid farm. Yeah, we're going to be making a brand new raid farm that can produce well over 200,000 redstone per hour. So if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe and leave a like on the video, and I'll catch you next time. I'd like to thank you all for watching this episode of the AutoCraft so far. Make sure you go and watch everyone else on the server. On the left hand screen right now, there are 2 videos, one that YouTube wants you to watch and one that I think you should watch. Make sure you go and watch them, and remember to leave a like, subscribe, and hopefully you will enjoy the videos.